Nicholson, Omori, the opening tip is controlled by Rutgers, and we are underway in Evanston. Mulcahy met immediately by Bowie. Extra pass in the corner to McConnell. Here's Mag. His pass deflected. Got it back. Shot clock at 7. Off the fake. Omori with 4. Rejected by Nicholson. And a good start defensively for Northwestern.
That was a clinic in how you rotate. Northwestern scrambling, but they stayed in the play, and multiple guys taking the basketball, but Nicholson paying it off with the block on Omori.
Shot clock under 10. Chase on Deej up top for 3. Deej averaging 16 points per game.
It's going to be on really the 3 guards for Northwestern to provide their scoring. Bowie, Deej, and Barry. And you're going to have to get it done, and you're going to have to locate him as well. Cam Spencer, 13 of his last 23 from beyond the arc over the last 4 games, and doesn't need much space, gets it off. He has been terrific.
Hit the game winner last week against Purdue. His brother Pat played for Chris Collins for 1 year not too long ago for the Wildcats. And now McConnell, the reigning Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, with a steal.
There are 5 guys on the floor who find themselves in the top 6 in steals in the Big Ten Conference. So if you're loose with the ball, it could get taken from you in a hurry.
Maury, that's a 2 way off.
He is really struggling. And to beat Indiana in Bloomington, it's been a great start for Northwestern, and you have to think they've got NCAA tournament on their minds.
Mulcahy, baseline jumper, no. Omori with the tip to himself. Had it poked free by Bowie. But now the Scarlet Knights reset.
It's going to be huge to watch. And boy, Chase Deej at over 3 a game. Had 5 in the loss against Iowa.
McConnell, awkward angle. Finds Mawat Mag. And now Deej, coming off a 6th steal game, forces another Rutgers turnover.
He was incredible at Indiana. He's just everywhere. Gets his hand on the ball so often.
Nicholson passed up a shot down low. It's Bowie for 3. Great look.
The unselfishness, though, you're right. Nicholson could have went up. Omori is around, so you have to think that's in the back of his mind. But the extra pass there each time for Northwestern, and Bowie knocking it down from that left wing.
And those numbers have been down for Bowie this season. Was 34% from beyond the arc last year, sub 30% so far this season.
I have to think he's playing with a ton of confidence. Going for 26 at Assembly Hall.
Okay, he drives on Barry and scores.
He can really score it around the basket. That was an off-balance shot. Nice job by Mulcahy to not take that or commit that charge. Playing under control and getting to his floater.
It's not a set number, but Steve Peichel told us earlier today with Mulcahy at his offensive game, I need about 10 field goal attempts out of him per game.
He's been on him to shoot. What a cut by Deej.
Open underneath.
We'll see how this Rutgers defense responds to what I think was one of their more subpar defensive efforts of the season. They were a little discombobulated early against Iowa, and that allowed the Hawkeyes to get going.
Spencer goes backdoor and rolls that one off the glass.
There's going to be opportunities on both sides with the way these teams pressure, with the way they can turn you over for some back cuts. And that's a great pressure release, and Cam Spencer wisely doing it there.
Rutgers is pressing more than they ever have. The personnel, why can they do that this season?
Versatility and athletes. They've got great size. I mean, look at the size on the floor right now. Cam Spencer, I believe their smallest player at 6'4", second in the Big Ten in steals.
Bowie denied that time by Omori. Here's Mag up the floor, reverses hands and scores.
They're doing more of that this season than they ever have under Steve Peichel as well. That's getting out in transition. Lead the Big Ten in fast break points at just under 14 a game. It all starts with Omori anchoring that defense, gets the block shot, and then advancing the basketball up the floor.
The late clock under 10 on Deej. Whips it in the corner, Barron for 3. And now McConnell leads the charge the other way. Spencer. Helped out by Mag. Mulcahy against Berry. Loses his footing and turns it over.
Nice job by Northwestern. They're even going to trap in the post on Mulcahy. That time, Matt Nicholson coming over and making Mulcahy uncomfortable.
Ty Berry averaging 10 points per game. Makes this a 2-point contest.
His jump shot's starting to come around. He hasn't shot it great on the year from 3, but it's been pretty good off the bounce, shooting 48% from shots off the dribble. Right there showing you that pull-up game.
Double-double in Bloomington, 13 and 11 last time out. Mag tries to answer and does for 3 from the corner.
It's a big shot from Mawot Mag. He gives this team a lot, but last 6 games, 0 of 7 from 3. Doesn't take a lot, hasn't made a lot on the season. It's just his 5th made 3, but he's turned himself into a very valuable contributor for this Rutgers ball club.
Scarlet Knights have made their last 4 from the field. 5-point lead. Adige, baseline against Mag. It's Berry, corner 3 ball. Tipped up by Nicholson once, twice, got it back. Adige up top. Mulcahy this time against Bowie. Spencer beats Barron. Mulcahy from the corner. That 3 doesn't go, and Barron controls. Waiting on our first media timeout, Robbie, but we play on here.
Get all the way to 12.
Got subs, you see, top of your screen.
Platoons coming in here.
for both teams.
Some tired bodies on the floor. Great
Bowie,
pass.
good slip to Nicholson. Saw that coming.
Right there, the Rutgers help side defense just so spread out. You've got your help side on the far side of the floor, but they're hugged up to shooters, and you've got to be in to take away Matthew Nicholson's role.
Matthew Nicholson starting his 7th straight game, stretch that began here against DePaul. Mag open baseline, leaps it for Amori, great pass. It'll count. Foul was on Ty Berry, his first, as Amori cannot complete the 3-point play, but free throw shooting has vastly improved for the Scarlet Knights. We'll talk more about that as we move along tonight. Bowie underneath, great pass and finish.
The second time we've seen Northwestern tonight able to take advantage of the roll man. Terrific pass from Bowie. But Rutgers' help side defense needs to do a better job of stopping the roller and showing the passer eyes. That's just too easy for this Northwestern offense.
UTEP grad transfer Titus Verhoeven with the bucket. Shot clock is under 10. Mulcahy trying to find an angle on Bowie. Draws a double team, but open underneath was Dean Reber. And he had an easy 2.
What's the exact same situation where instead of a ball screen, though, you're coming with the post trap, and that was Julian Roper leaving the basket all by himself, and Derek Simpson struggled from the outside. You've got to guard the guy right at the rim.
Adige forced that one a bit, poked free, turnover Northwestern. Good speed from the freshman Derek Simpson. Reber underneath, rejected by Verhoeven. And with that, we will take another timeout.
Northwestern, the surprise of the league at 3-1, but we're about at the quarter way point through Big Ten play, and there's still a ton of questions to be answered. And pretty much teams 2 through 12 or 13.
Six to shoot. Andre Hyatt. Now it's McConnell with 2. Fade away for the baseline. No good. And the rebound pulled down.
It's a really nice defensive possession for Northwestern coming out of that timeout. Forced Caleb McConnell into a contested pull-up. They handled every Rutgers action there and did their jobs. Finished it off with a defensive rebound.
Adige off the screen. Back to Bowie. Verhoeven against Reber with the hook. And whistle and a foul will be called.
A couple of years ago where they got off to a great 3-0 start. Everybody was talking about Northwestern making the NCAA tournament again. They went to Iowa, had a tough loss, and then lost 11 straight. I mean, it's a single game approach for Northwestern, and this is a team that's had some great wins, doesn't have any bad losses. We'll see if they can keep their eye on the prize and keep this thing moving towards the NCAA tournament.
As Hyatt knocks down the three, largest lead tonight for the Scarlet Knights at 8. Julian Roper needs some help. Again, late clock. Roper with 4. It's going to be Bowie, lets it fly. And knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Verhoeven. Derek Simpson, impressive freshman from New Jersey, running point right now.
He's got some serious speed. He's a big-time athlete. Showed in that Indiana game that he's certainly capable of making things happen with 14 points.
McConnell off the miss. Guy that's in constant contact with Geo Baker wore the same number. As Hyatt went for the steal, it's going to stay with Northwestern.
All the way through a half of this first half.
Roper off the feet for 3, had a good look, and Barron could not corral the rebound.
Northwestern ice cold from beyond the arc. 1 of 6 from 3. They've got some pretty good looks. Just haven't gone down.
Spencer with the miss. And it's been a collective struggle for the Wildcats all year. The three-point shooting numbers have been down. Barry with the miss. And he asked Chris Collins about that. He says, look, I know it's going to get better because this is what these guys have done in the past. Maury with the miss. Good challenge by Nicholson.
It's just kind of a soft take from Cliff Amore, and it's surprising to say that because he's such a good finisher, but give credit to Matt Nicholson for hanging in there. Amore's got to finish through that, though.
Steve Peichel upset that a foul was not called on the screen, leaving Berry open with the shot to cut the Rutgers lead to 6.
Watching it live, I thought Matt Nicholson held his ground, but it certainly rocked Andre Hyatt. His shoulder right to the face.
Spencer, no. Good box out that time of Nicholson.
He's really changed, I think, the complexion of this team. They've been a good defensive team all year, but moving him into the starting lineup, he anchors the defense, he protects the rim, gets on the offensive glass, doesn't score a whole lot, just does a lot of the little things for this Northwestern team.
His 3rd season, but he's playing more than he did his previous 2 years. Down low, good strip.
Some real struggles right now down in Bloomington for a team that was picked to win the league.
Race Thompson, Xavier Johnson, both remain out. And Penn State impressively took care of the Hoosiers tonight in State College. Spencer with 6, and he traveled.
Really getting the ball out of his hands. Now Spencer having to make a play into clock, drags that pivot foot. Boy, but this is where Rutgers can get you. They'll change their defenses up, and this press has been really effective for Steve Peichel this season.
Chris Collins, 2 hands on his head, something that his team practiced quite a bit at shoot-around today.
They went through every one of them. I mean, Rutgers can throw a bunch of different looks at you, and they did not leave any of them out. It certainly was a thorough deal.
Spencer off the fake, reset, knocks down the 3, and the lead is back to 9. Now the Scarlet Knights now 4 out of 7 as a team from beyond the arc. Northwestern, meanwhile, ice cold. You saw the numbers there, just 1 of 8 from the three-point line so far tonight.
It's not always just about turning you over either. Northwestern doesn't get into their offense until 16-17 on the shot clock.
Nicholson along the baseline is fouled on his way up.
That's a really smart play.
Northwestern as a team, 75% fourth best.
Go to the transfer portal, bring in Titus Verhoeven, but he's got to be the guy that comes in here, and he has been the guy who's been a tone setter on the defensive end and gotten to the offensive glass.
Here's Mag. McConnell draws two. Free throw line pass to Mag, way off on the shot.
There's some backboards breaking, and I'll try to rate it tonight. Some real bricks.
As Bowie hit the deck hard.
It's not a deep Northwestern team by any means, but it's certainly not deep behind Boo Bowie and Chase Audige.
Double figures in 9 straight games as he knocks down two. An outstanding free throw shooter, close to 90% at the line this season is Bowie. Mechanically, did he look sound to you?
Looks good. Shake it off and get your 2 points.
Barron stays with McConnell.
Northwestern, a really good team at switching. They just take out all your action. Got to go make plays.
Offensive rebound, Omori. McConnell fake the three, deep two. That was off in the start. Audige racing up the floor. Bowie 5 points to lead the Wildcats. Northwestern, one of their last 6 from the field. Bowie loves that shot to the right side, that floater.
Shocked at how Boo Bowie got to the basket at will against Indiana. I mean, he got wherever he wanted on the floor.
The 3rd team foul on the Scarlet Knights. Audige catch and shoot. And a flop has been called on Audige. This will be a technical foul on Northwestern. So 1 free throw for Rutgers. They had possession, so they'll keep the ball.
He's just such a force out there. You can foul your whole front court out. It's amazing. They're going to get Julian Roper for chucking the cutter. Zach Edey, when he gets 19 and 11, you're like, oh, he had an off night. That's the standard he set.
Spencer leaves it for Omori, got it back, dunked it down, but first he walked.
Oh, it was a travel, but it's just an incredible display of athleticism.
It was behind him,
it's like a pogo stick. I mean, he catches this thing, lands, hops, explodes up. It's the right call, but I loved watching it. I can't even lie.
As Barron breaks the pressure. Westerns is 15 first half points. Bowie trying to change that and does.
That's a beautiful split of the ball screen there by Boo Bowie. Rutgers being incredibly aggressive, hedging out. He splits it and gets to that floater that you talked about.
Senior from Albany, New York. Spencer off the fake. Fades away from the baseline, no. Tipped out of bounds, Northwestern ball. And Matthew Hurd and Jamison battle. And in that game, Bowie put up like 30 points. And at the time, Chris Collins and his staff, they were looking at Tyrell Terry, who went out to Stanford. But Bowie played so well, they said, all right, can he do it again? The next game against California, scored about 30 more, and that's where that connection began with Boo Bowie and the Wildcats.
And that California team, no joke either. The Compton Magic with the Mobley brothers, so it's not like he was doing it against nobodies. It's so amazing how many stories in recruiting are like that, where a coach is going to see someone else and then gets another player because of it.
Good block from Audige. Bowie pulls up for 3. That was short, tipped out into the hands of Mulcahy.
A bit of a heat check there. Bowie's found his offensive flow, but taking one in transition. And we said, where's the defense? But now we've got a defensive struggle on our hands. Omori, though, cleaning up the mess there.
His second field goal, 4 points for Clifford Omori. Averaging 14 and 10 per game.
Rutgers going a little 2-3 zone action here now. They'll mix and match their defenses. You've got to be on your toes and ready for whatever the Scarlet Knights will throw at you.
Barron for 3. It's still a struggle. Northwestern now 1 of 10 from 3 so far. Hyatt from the corner. No, McConnell with a putback.
He's on the court tonight here in Evanston. Northwestern's got to find the middle of this zone. Cliff Omori is in that high post, but whether it's with the ball screen or with the pass, got to get into the middle and get this thing moving.
Deej knocks down the three, and that's how you beat the 2-3 zone, right? Shoot over it.
Shoot right over the top of it, but it started with that ball screen. You get the zone a little bit overloaded, and then that's just Chase Deej going and making a play, and one that Northwestern desperately needed.
It's the second made three tonight for the Cats. Mulcahy gets around Bowie off the glass. No. Omori had position inside, lost it, and corralled by Barron.
Nice job by Northwestern there, and that's going to be a flop. Yep.
On Mulcahy. And a technical foul. Leads the Big Ten in free throw shooting, adding to that. Barron pulls up at the foul line. Nicholson, the offensive rebound, denied by Omori, and McConnell cleans it up.
It's a big-time play from Omori. Nicholson has had his issues finishing, but Steve Peichel going to take a timeout, talk things over.
Okay, he spins on Bowie. Closed off by Nicholson. Curls and scores with the right hand. Patient Paul Mulcahy that time.
Just such a crafty score. Nicholson's got both hands up, so Mulcahy goes down low and just scoops it right under the armpit of Matthew Nicholson.
Barry knocks down the three off the feed from Barron.
I love the fact that Robbie Barron is just flashing into that high post, looking to make a play against the 2-3 zone. And Ty Barry shooting 39% from three in Big Ten play, locked and loaded from the right wing.
State Farm halftime report coming up. About 3 seconds separate the two clocks. This tip we play on. Okay, he needs some help. Finds it with Hyatt. Miss. Barron with 4. Barry to Bowie with 1. Got it off and no good. And the tip in is waved off. And that's the first 20.
Combined for 20 of their 24 points. Can they get contributions from some other places? Namely Robbie Barron, who coming off a great game in Indiana, 13 points. He has not scored in the first half.
Rutgers is led by as many as 10. Northwestern has never led in this game. Bounce pass to Nicholson, challenged by Omori. A whistle and a foul. And again, just a 49% free throw shooter.
It doesn't look like it should be 49%.
Empty trip. Paul Mulcahy, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in the first half. Cam Spencer played well. There's Omori. Off the tip, comes to Mag, and he scores.
It's a great cut from Mawat Mag.
Deej, 5 points in the first half. Northwestern struggled from beyond the arc. 7-point game. Nicholson to Barry. It's a line drive shot off the mark. The long rebound came to Deej.
Good closeout by Cam Spencer, moving his feet, getting a contest. That's just better offense. It's a great move by Ty Barry, using the spin to free himself.
Barry now with 9 to lead the Wildcats. He's averaging 10 per game and a 13-point, 11 rebound performance in the win at Indiana. And McConnell was out of bounds. 5th Rutgers turnover. Bowie goes behind the back. Fancy passing continues. And now Barry for 3.
Just
5 quick points, Robbie.
Just the way Chris Collins drew it up against the 1-3-1. A behind the back, a little bit of a prayer, but the shot making saves all. Ty Barry finding a rhythm from the perimeter.
Rutgers lead down to 2. Mag lost it.
Wow.
Rutgers. And Mag was whistled for the foul. His 3rd. Wild take there from Bowie, but there's Barry. Another chance. Bowie for the lead. Omori boxing out inside. And here's Spencer. McConnell draws a double team.
Look at how aware, though, Nicholson is. I mean, McConnell's trying to back him down, and Nicholson immediately is going to trap and get the ball out of the hands of these bigger Rutgers guards.
Skip pass to Mulcahy. Good look from the wing. Off the mark. Got his own rebound. Gives it down low to Mag.
Bowie on the contest, but not there on the block out. Mulcahy follows his shot and just drops it off.
D's trying to reverse it, and he is fouled, and now McConnell. Backdoor Bowie catching and scoring off the glass.
That's just flipping the aggression of Rutgers defense. They're overplaying that handoff so hard. Bowie taking it backdoor.
McConnell against Audige. McConnell lost it. Nicholson trying to save it, and he can't do it. Mulcahy doesn't see the shot clock, now does with 3. With 2, drives, hangs, misses. Hyatt the offensive rebound. Spencer, good look for 3, and knocks it down.
I love the presence of mind from Andre Hyatt, getting to the offensive glass and then finding his shooter. It's a big-time pass, and Cam Spencer continues to just torch the nets.
Rutgers with 5 made threes. Spencer is connected on 3 of the 5. And now Nicholson has his pass picked off by Mulcahy. And this would be an offensive foul. It's his 3rd straight game making at least 3 threes. Both teams shooting the ball well this half. Rutgers led by 5 at the break, has maintained a 5-point lead. Early second half. Verhoeven to Bowie. Barnheiser spins on Mulcahy, cut off. In trouble with 5 to shoot. It's going to be Berry with 3. With 2, that's blocked by Hyatt.
Great awareness there by Hyatt, understanding late clock. Ty Berry's going to have to shoot it.
Mulcahy looking for position against Bowie. Forced back out. He'll skip it. Spencer tries again and knocks down his 4th 3 tonight.
He's just got that thing on auto right now. Every time he shoots it, you think that's pure. Paul Mulcahy, the consummate point guard, knows exactly where his shooters are at all times.
And now Northwestern turns it over. His team All-Patriot League performer at Loyola Maryland last year, averaged nearly 19 per game.
It's such a tough guard, especially when Mulcahy is posting. If he's on the weak side, Northwestern's going to trap, and they've got to make sure that if they're trapping, they're still getting back to him to contest.
He's back in, and he's trying to pick up Spencer, beat him, and now recovers the block, the save into the hands of Spencer. Shot clock did not reset, and that one's off the mark. Barnheiser to a trailing Bowie. Barnheiser for 3.
Well, he made that for himself. It's the initial surge in transition. That gets Rutgers defense in a scramble mode. Then they've got to help on Bowie's drive, and he wisely gets it back to Barnheiser, who last 3 games now has made a 3 in each of them.
His 8th made 3 all year. Simpson with that great first step to Reber, blocked and a foul. So Reber splits 2. And Rutgers sets up some full court pressure. Roper went up high to save that one from going out of bounds. Bowie 10 points. 5 assists. With 8 to shoot. Forced out high by Reber and foul. And there's team foul number 6. Northwestern just 1 team foul committed this half. And that pass deflected and thrown away. Off the turnover, Hyatt, and he is fouled. Second one from Hyatt. Bronx native, and connects on 2.
His scoring numbers have been a little bit down from his average, but he's been more efficient over the last couple games. Last two, 46% from the field. He's played a really solid game here tonight, impacting the game in a number of ways.
Wildcats over their last 5 possessions, 3 turnovers. Tough angle there. Roper is lucky to find the handle and now needs some help. Audige, right side 3. Roper the rebound. Spins on Reber, got him up, bam! Offensive rebound from Verhoeven. Bowie kicks it out, Roper for 3.
Just need to move back.
Missed the free throws, knocks down the 3, and the Cats are back within 5.
That's a big swing there, too. I thought Derek Simpson could have got that pass and been out in transition. Instead, it's a gamble. He's through the passing lane, and Northwestern drills a 3.
Maury checking in, next whistle. Mulcahy with 3. With 2, Simpson lets it fly to the side of the backboard. Northwestern ball.
He has really struggled shooting it since that Indiana game. Just 2 of his last 17.
Northwestern got as close as 2 this half. Bowie. Short, Robbie Barron lost it on his way up, but fouled.
The halfway point in the second half, and Northwestern getting on the offensive boards. No surprise to see Cliff Amore back in the game, and this is the 3rd game in a row now where we've seen Big Cliff he's only got 5 shot attempts here. Also has made some uncharacteristic plays defensively, I would say. Just hasn't looked like himself.
3-point game, 1 note in Robbie Barron. You saw the headband, the bandage on his head. Second game he's playing with that bandage. He suffered an injury just before the Indiana game, collided with a teammate head on head and has stitches, and because of that has to play with the bandage again tonight. 9 to shoot as he comes out, and Cam Spencer quickly back in. Barron, bounce pass. Against a double team.
There's just nothing easy when Amore's down there. It looked like maybe Verhoeven was going to be able to lay that up, but not so fast.
Bowie had it swatted away, and a good save from McConnell. Here's Hyde up the floor, and he was held by Roper to begin a Big Ten season in a long, long time. Bowie tipped that one. Spencer saves it. Spencer drives and kicks along the baseline to Mulcahy. Fade away. And a whistle with
Rutgers retains possession.
Roper picks up his 3rd foul. One possession game at midway point, second half. Hyde against Barron. Beat him, man, with the finger roll scores.
Just a beautiful drive. Going one-on-one, Andre Hyatt. We talked about his efficiency being better the last 2 games. And a smart play with the bigger Robbie Barron guarding him.
Averaging 10, has scored 7 so far tonight. Verhoeven sets the screen for Roper. In traffic, it's Audige, lets it fly for 3. Rebound to Barron, he brought it low. He's able to save it, now Bowie gives it a try. That was off from the get-go. And Amore rips it away. Connell against a double team. Mulcahy open look for 3, and down it goes for Paul Mulcahy.
It's been really a strong suit for the Wildcats as well. They are the top 3-point shooting defense in the Big Ten.
Northwestern hasn't scored in about 2.5 minutes. 3 to shoot for Barry. Denied by Mulcahy. And the drought continues.
Rutgers is just blowing up everything right now. That play was a handoff for Audige. The Rutgers guard so physical on these cuts.
Bowie went for the steal, open lane. Mulcahy reverses, no. Put back, no. McConnell got it back and scores.
They just overwhelm you with their physicality. Shots go up. It's got to be all 5 blocking out. Rutgers starting to feel like they're pulling this thing away.
7-0 Rutgers run. And the lead, just like that, is 10. Barron for 3, great look. And that's his first field goal made tonight.
It really was. Bowie always going to be in that pick and roll action. It's the skip pass across the floor.
Barron's been quiet, has 5 points, all coming here in the second half. Amori lowering the shoulder, draws attention. The drive and kick, Spencer off the fake. Stripped by Audige. And a whistle and
an offensive foul. Yeah,
two shots.
With 10 team fouls.
10 team fouls now with the call. So Barry shooting 2. He's had a good game tonight. Up to 13 points. Matching what he did against Indiana last time out. Short on that one.
The foul line has let the Wildcats down tonight. 5 of 12.
6-point game. Amori with 4 to shoot. Mulcahy set up in the corner for 3. Knocks down another 3. And now another flop has been called on Mulcahy. And he's saying, I didn't do it. But that's the second flop called on Mulcahy.
It's got to be a record for most flops in the game that we've seen here. That's the 3rd one. It was a great play by Rutgers. It's the post trap again. Yeah. I mean, he's going down and he's embellishing the contact. That's what the rule says.
So Mulcahy's been called for 2 flops tonight. Chase Audige was called for 1 flop in the first half. So Bowie made the free throw. 8-point game. Audige against Hyatt, spins, denied by Amori with the block, and rips that ball free.
He is so good at patrolling that painted area. You think you've got an open one, and he's just hanging out there to come take it.
Last touch by Mulcahy. Bowie's had a quiet second half, and a whistle underneath and a foul. And this is going to be on Hyatt. And it looks like Audige is going to shoot 2. Audige 85% at the line. First foul on Hyatt. Audige with 5 points. Just 1 of 5 from 3. Smooth stroke there from Chase Audige. Chris Collins mentioned after the game against Indiana on Sunday that Audige, he's been playing through a bad back, fought through into the second half.
He was at the end of the Illinois game here. Wasn't moving great.
Dealt with a hip injury last year. Amori slashing inside. And out of bounds. Turnover. Got as close as 2 this half.
It's a fun matchup right there. McConnell on Bowie. Gonna have to keep him out of the lane.
Audige for three up top, and it's a one-point game with 5:05 to go. Mulcahy, he baited Bowie. Looked like they were going to call a timeout. We play on. McConnell with the miss, and Nicholson the rebound.
Well, you're absolutely right. Looked like it was going to be a TO, and then Mulcahy totally fooled him. Rutgers got a pretty good look.
Wildcats a chance to take their first lead. An 8-0 run. Roper in traffic. Audige, he'll drive, lay it up and in. And for the first time tonight, the Wildcats lead. Timeout, Rutgers. All right, so now Rutgers trying to get momentum back on their side. What's their game plan here offensively?
They've gone to the post all night long, and they've found a lot of success at passing out of the post. See if Paul Mulcahy can make something happen.
Spencer driving, kicking in the corner for three, and there's Andre Hyatt. He's made some big shots tonight.
He truly has. It's a great drive from Spencer. But Andre Hyatt, a guy who over the last 2 games has shot 43% from three. None bigger than that one.
Ninth made 3 tonight. Rutgers had been scoreless for about 2.5 minutes. Under 4 to play. Scarlet Knights by 2.
Have to go. There's 5 on the clock here.
It's Roper. He'll fade away at the elbow.
Wow. That's a guy who's had 2 points in his last 2 games. Making a step back pull-up.
Mulcahy to Hyatt. Bounce pass to a cutting McConnell. Stripped by Audige. Turnover Rutgers. Wildcats have scored on their last 8 possessions.
Smart play by Audige. He pushed the tempo, tried to force the issue, realized nothing was there, and now Northwestern pulling it out for the reset.
Nicholson kicks it out. Barron lets it fly for 3. Barron with 8 points, all coming here in the second half. Back and forth we go at Evanston. Wildcats by 3. Pulled free by Roper. Spencer for the tie up top, and he banked it in! His 5th made 3 tonight. He has 18, tied at 58.
That's just a gamble that Matt Nicholson can't take. He's trying to make a play, he's trying to get a steal there, but when he went down, it was 4 on 5.
Mulcahy with a high elbow on Nicholson, and this is one they may look at to see if this will be more than just a common foul. And Mulcahy, he has displayed his frustration at various points here tonight. He got that elbow up pretty high, Robbie, on Nicholson. For now, it's his second foul.
The flops and this, that's just not a very smart play. He's trying to chuck the cutter, and in this case, the screener. This will be a better view. I think it's just a foul. It's not a smart foul. You could see him close his eyes, and I don't know if he was visualizing that or just taking a deep breath, but whatever it was, he should do it again.
7-foot junior from Clarkston, Michigan. Good call, Robbie. Closes the eyes. Couple of dribbles, spin, and splits 2. Final 2 minutes of regulation.
That's a foul.
Nicholson had a piece of Amori, and he picks up the foul, his first. That's the 6th team foul.
Yeah, no more to give for Northwestern.
The next foul on the Wildcats will put Rutgers in the bonus. Spencer in the corner to Mulcahy. In the paint, fade away for the lead. No. Amori, offensive putback. No. Mulcahy flying in for the rebound, but ripped out of there by Roper.
Yeah, multiple chances, and they were pretty good ones there. Good looks for Rutgers, but just nothing doing.
Have to think the ball is going to be the hands here of Bowie, Audige, Barrett.
No
here,
doubt.
Good free throw shooters if it gets to that point.
Those are going to be the guys here. Northwestern's going to win. Those have got to be the three that bring it home.
John McConnell, he's denying Bowie. It's going to be Roper. He shoots this one from the city. Oh! He banks it in.
He gave the shrug like Michael Jordan. What a shot.
Final 60 seconds. And Bowie is called for a foul. And a 1-and-1 upcoming for Paul Mulcahy. But let's go back to so far the shot of the night.
I mean, this is from way downtown. Julian Roper couldn't even believe it himself. I mean, the step back pull-up he hit here in the last 4 minutes, and now that. Julian Roper, 2 points the last 2 games, 0 of 4 coming into tonight. And that's been a different story here, making big-time plays.
Mulcahy, good free throw shooter. He's missed only 3 all year. In fact, speaking of free throw shooting, Rutgers, and credit to Aaron Brightman from the Scarlet Faithful, a great story that came out yesterday. Rutgers is on pace to have their best single season in terms of free throw shooting percentage in 50 years.
Yeah, it's been certainly something that's plagued Rutgers for the course of Steve Pikiell's tenure.
Outstanding job by Northwestern breaking the press.
Smart move by Roper. They're going to burn clock here. Pull it out, run this thing down.
2-point game. 40 seconds to play, 10 to shoot. And now it's Bowie against McConnell and Amori. It's going to be Audige with 3, with 2, lets it fly off the mark, got a piece of the rim. And here comes Spencer. Shot clock is off. And a timeout called by Rutgers, the Scarlet Knights' final timeout. Rutgers, no more timeouts. It's Spencer, open to the lead. Yes! Cam Spencer does it again. Rutgers by 1. Northwestern has 2 timeouts remaining. Bowie lost it off his foot. Loose on the floor. Nicholson's on top of it. The arrow is giving the ball to Rutgers. Jump ball. Scarlet Knights possession with 6.9 to play. A career high 6 threes tonight for Cam Spencer. Rutgers no timeout. Spencer now pops free, and he has missed only 1 free throw all year, but no choice as he is fouled with 5.3 to play. Still a 1-and-1. 1-and-1 for Cam Spencer coming up.
This is
fouled by Roper.
Ice water in your veins type stuff, and every big shot that Cam Spencer's taken this year, it seems like all of them have gone down. It's a great read in the ball screen and an even better shot.
As Northwestern calls a timeout. Looking to add on to a season-high 21 points. Smooth.
You know what? Give Rutgers a lot of credit as well for the execution of getting the ball to Spencer. Because you have to think that that Northwestern sideline was saying, we got to deny him the ball. They still got it to him.
Confidently knocks down 2. So a 3-point Rutgers lead. The Steve Pikiell foul.
It depends on whatever your principles are. Some coaches believe in it, they live by it. Others don't want to do it, but whatever it is, be on the same page.
1 timeout left. Audige puts it up for the tie. It's off the mark, and the Scarlet Knights win on the road, 65-62. Rutgers now 12-5, improving to 4-2 in Big Ten play. Another nail biter. The Scarlet Knights score the game's final 7.